are in the shadowed depths of Harris County Jail in Houston, Texas, where the air carried the weight of despair and the faint tang of bleach. A man in an orange jumpsuit clamped his hand over the mouth of a police officer. Her eyes widened in terror, the gold epaulets on her dark uniform glinting under the flickering lights as she froze, her badge reading, Officer Reyes, catching a sliver of illumination like a beacon in the gloom. "Don't talk," he hissed, his voice a rough whisper born of years behind bars and unspoken pain. In that heartbeat of silence, as the cold concrete walls seemed to close in, a chilling secret pulsed just beyond the next bar door. A revelation that would unravel the fragile divide between prisoner and protector, thrusting them into a desperate struggle for survival. To grasp how Marcus Hale, a convicted felon with a life sentence looming, became the unexpected savior of Officer Elena Reyes, we must step back into the tangled web of his past, a story of war, betrayal, and a hidden strength waiting to emerge. Sir Marcus Hale had once been a shadow in the deserts of Afghanistan, a U.S. Army Ranger known as Ghost, for his uncanny ability to move unseen through enemy lines. During his 2 tours in Helmand Province, his sharp eyes and steady hands saved his unit from ambushes, earning him medals now buried in a forgotten box. But war leaves scars deeper than flesh, and when he returned in 2015, the nightmares followed, explosions echoing in his skull, the faces of fallen comrades haunting his every step. The VA offered little beyond empty promises, and Marcus drifted, taking odd jobs in construction and security, until a fateful night in Dallas changed everything. A bar fight erupted, a gun appeared in someone else's hand, and Marcus, acting on instinct, disarmed the threat. In the chaos, a stray bullet killed an innocent bystander. The prosecution branded him a volatile veteran with PTSD, ignoring witnesses who vouched for his heroism. Convicted of manslaughter, Marcus was sent to Harris County Jail, his appeals fading like whispers in the wind. Labeled a troublemaker by guards and dismissed by overworked lawyers, he retreated into himself, his keen observation skills noting every crack in the jail's corrupt facade. Officer Elena Reyes, at 32, was a force within the Houston Police Department, a third-generation cop who had risen to sergeant through sheer determination. Raised in East Houston's tough neighborhoods, she silenced doubters at the academy with her grit, earning the nickname Iron Reyes for her unyielding adherence to protocol. Yet beneath her polished uniform beat a heart shadowed by doubt. Her marriage to a fellow officer had dissolved under the strain of their jobs, leaving her to raise her 6-year-old daughter, Mia, alone. Maya's innocent questions about her mother's exhaustion tugged at Elena's soul, driving her to take extra shifts in the jail to prove her worth. On that November night in 2025, as she patrolled the men's block, the tension in the air felt thicker than usual. A premonition she brushed off as fatigue. The jail itself was a sprawling fortress of grey concrete and razor wire, housing over 10,000 inmates in a chaotic symphony of clanging doors and muffled shouts. Rumors of corrupt guards smuggling contraband had swirled for years, but Elena dismissed them as inmate fabrications. That night, as the clock struck midnight, the facility pulsed with its usual unrest. Marcus lay on his bunk in cell block D7, staring at the ceiling's vein, like cracks, sleep eluding him as it often did. His mind replayed the bar fight, searching for a way to rewrite his fate, but a sound broke his reverie, a faint scrape of boots, out of sync with the regular patrol. Then came voices, low and menacing, seeping through the vents. "Reyes, tonight, make it look like an accident." His pulse quickened. In his weeks inside, Marcus had pieced together a grim puzzle, a ring of corrupt officers, led by Lieutenant Harlan Crow, a hulking figure with a reputation for violence, worked with a local cartel to smuggle drugs. Elena, unknowingly, had stumbled onto evidence, a ledger hidden in an inmate's mattress during a routine search 2 days prior. Her report to superiors had marked her for death, and Crow, indebted to the cartel, was the executioner. Doubt gnawed at Marcus. Why risk his life for a cop, part of the system that had betrayed him? Memories of his trial, the judge's gavel, the jury's averted gazes, the clink of chains, flooded back. But then he recalled his sister in Austin, raising her kids alone, pleading with him to fight. A spark of his old Ranger resolve ignited. He couldn't let another innocent die. Slipping a sharpened spoon handle from under his mattress, Marcus waited for the lockdown glitch. A brief window when doors unlocked for maintenance. Sater, meanwhile, Elena moved through her rounds, her boots echoing in the sterile hallway. The barred windows offered glimpses of a starless sky, and a prickle of unease crawled up her spine. She dismissed it, thinking of Maya's school play the next day. As she neared the maintenance door leading to the basement, Officer Diaz, one of Crow's cronies, stepped from the shadows. "Sarge, got a leak report in storage. Come check it with me." Her instincts screamed caution, but Diaz's urgency seemed legitimate. They descended into the musty basement, the air thick with rust and mold. In the storage room, Diaz turned, his hand sliding toward his holster. Before he could draw, inmate Vargas, a cartel enforcer posing as a trustee, lunged with a shiv aimed at Elena's throat. The attack was a blur of violence. Elena dodged, her baton clattering to the floor as she grappled with Vargas. Diaz smirked, blocking the exit. "Nothing personal, Reyes. You poked the wrong nest." Adrenaline surged as she kneed Vargas, sending him staggering, but Diaz's arms snaked around her neck in a chokehold. Black spots danced in her vision, her thoughts fixating on Maya's face. This was her end, betrayed in a forgotten basement. Teter upstairs, Marcus seized his chance during the glitch, slipping out of his cell like a phantom. He'd overheard enough to know the basement was the kill zone. Descending silently, he arrived as Elena's strength faded. With a ranger's precision, he tackled Diaz, the impact reverberating through the room. Diaz crumpled, and Marcus disarmed him, the gun skidding away. Vargas charged, but Marcus parried the shiv, dropping him with an elbow to the temple. Elena gasped, scrambling up, her eyes locked on Marcus. "You're an inmate. Why?" No time for answers. Footsteps thundered above. Marcus grabbed her arm. "Don't talk. They're coming. Follow me." Her training urged her to arrest him, but survival won. She nodded, and they crawled into a narrow vent. The escape was a claustrophobic ordeal, dust clogging their lungs as they navigated the shafts. Marcus led, his military instincts guiding them, while Elena followed, her mind racing. Who was this man? They emerged in a utility room, the night air a rush of freedom. Alarms blared, sirens wailing as the jail locked down. "To the fence," Marcus urged. Elena grabbed Diaz's radio, calling in a false report. "Code 10 Odra, officer down. Suspect Marcus Hale, armed and dangerous." It was a diversion, and Marcus nodded in respect. They darted across the yard, dodging searchlights. Gunshots rang out, bullets pinging off the fence. Marcus shoved Elena behind a dumpster, returning fire with calculated shots. "Why are you doing this?" she demanded. He paused, pain etching his face. "Because I was set up. That bar fight. I didn't pull the trigger. The system didn't care." His voice broke, revealing a man wronged by fate. Sater at the fence, K9 units closed in, dogs baying. Elena used her badge to override a gate, a risky move that could expose her. They broke through, tumbling into an industrial lot. Marcus took a graze to the shoulder, blood staining his jumpsuit. "Go," he urged. "Expose Crow." But Elena bandaged him, refusing to leave. "You're not a monster." In a hidden warehouse, the twist emerged. Marcus revealed his secret. He'd been an unofficial FBI operative. His conviction a cover to infiltrate the jail and gather evidence on Crow's cartel ties. The bar fight was staged, but the stray bullet derailed the plan. He showed her photos from a smuggled phone, time-stamped evidence matching her ledger find. Elena stared, the revelation shifting her world. He wasn't a prisoner. He was a sacrificed hero. At dawn, Elena contacted a trusted captain, uploading the evidence. SWAT raided the jail, arresting Crow and his crew. Marcus surrendered, but the FBI cleared his name, charges dropped. Outside the precinct, Elena held Mia, watching Marcus walk free, their not a silent bond. He had saved her, she had redeemed him. The sun rose over Texas, casting shadows of second chances. Marcus vanished into the horizon, a ghost reclaimed, while Elena returned to her badge with renewed purpose. And there you have it, folks. A tale of redemption and heroism that blurs the line between right and wrong. What would you do if you uncovered a deadly secret? Have you ever seen strength in the unlikeliest places? Share your thoughts below. Like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic stories.